Welcome back. A surprise customer at Leon's Frozen Custard in Oshkosh turning an ordinary shift into a moment employees are never going to forget.
It's not AI, which I thought it might be
Right?
right away, you know? Why would you think that Ed Sheeran, music superstar, Grammy winner Ed Sheeran, would be in Oshkosh over the weekend with his family, of all places, taking time for some pictures there at Leon's with the staff? Samantha Cavalli joining us live outside at Leon's right now, telling us about how this all happened. Samantha.
Yeah, Cammie, what a star-studded way to end the weekend. And it's not every day that a Grammy Award winning music superstar shows up at your workplace asking for ice cream. We're joined now by Annabelle Mitchell, who is the one who actually served Ed Sheeran and his family. So Annabelle, just take us through what exactly happened yesterday and the excitement here.
Yeah, so like normal, I go out to the car that pulled into the lot, and his wife gets out, and I give her a menu. I give her the rundown on it. I recommend our turtle sundae, which is very good. But she did get sent by Owen Vintage for some shakes, and so she got a banana shake, well, two of them, two for her kids. And then I see him come out, and I was like, that looks a lot like Ed Sheeran, but like, it can't be, because this is Oshkosh and like it's tiny and he's on tour and whatnot. So I'm like, well, what brings you guys here? And they're like, oh, well, we're on a road trip around the US. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Like, where's your next stop? And they said Canada. And I was like, no way. Like, I mean, it makes sense for them to drive through Wisconsin, I guess. And I'm just like, well, where are you guys from? Because they have an accent. And he goes, oh, I'm from England. And I was just like, huh, like this is really seeming like it could be Ed Sheeran. And he was like, do you sell t-shirts? And I'm like, well, normally we do. And he's like, yeah, well, I saw one at Owen Vintage. And I'm like, oh, that place is so cool. Love that you guys stopped there. And so he orders the two banana shakes, and I go inside, and when I'm bringing out their order, I'm like, I asked my other coworker, Raven, I'm like, I think I should ask if that's Ed Sheeran. I don't want to be that person, but I just have to. And so I go out and I'm like, hey, like, you look just like him. Do you happen to be Ed Sheeran? He was just like, yes, I am. And he introduced himself to me and Raven. And it was just a really cool experience. He was super nice, and I asked him how his tour was going, and he said it was really great. And I had like done some research when I went inside really quick while I was waiting for the shakes to see if his next tour was in Canada, and it was. So I'm like, okay, this like had to confirm it. So yeah.
What an amazing experience for sure. Thank you so much, Annabelle. And like she mentioned, that he was also at 01 Vintage, which is just down the street here, and we're going to be hearing from him later on tonight. Coming up at 10, our Drew Best will have that interview and more coming up. Reporting live in Oshkosh, Samantha Cavalli, Action 2 News.